From the beautiful Bulldog Park in Crown Point, Indiana, welcome you to the Outdoor Series here this evening, this afternoon first zone. 2:30 drop between PNW's Division III hockey team and Trine University. Tonight, we'll have the big one for you, Grand Valley State and PNW playing at 7 p.m. in the Division I men's ice hockey. ACHA, beautiful game here tonight we'll have with our normal announcers Mike Pokshev and Tony Curtis. I'm Sam Michael with Ben Tamara as we bring you action from Bulldog Park here this afternoon between these two teams. And Ben, this is a rivalry on this side of it. On the Division III side, we'll get the rivalry tonight with Grand Valley and PNW as well.
It sure is, yeah. It's always enhances a rivalry too to bring it outside like this. I know both teams are really looking forward to it.
Carrick first on the puck into the corner. It's played behind Noah Thompson as Trine having trouble getting out of their zone for moments. More than that, Margot rang around the boards by Thompson and all the way down. They wave off the icing behind DiDonato's net. And it's played there by PNW. Coming up the half boards into the neutral zone. And dumped in just inside the Trine side of play. This is Benjamin Baumgartner. Played it up the side for Logan Robinson. Robinson going behind the net. Puck is played to the sideboards there for Dakota Carter. Trickled all the way to the side near the benches where PNW has a chance to at least gain the neutral zone. And a fortunate bounce leads a 2-on-2. That is blocked aside easily by the goaltender Takashi Alvarez. Right behind his cage comes PNW. Nate Allerding trying to keep this play alive. It's played to the point. Wrist shot is deflected to the corner where it's picked up by Aaron Roast. Roast holding on, couldn't get it out, lost the handle on the puck. Almost went to the middle there dangerously where would have been a chance for Granichny and a chance to fire on goal potentially, but it's dumped back in for a line change. Trying looking to attack here, but they've had trouble holding on to the puck. That'll be a thing to watch with the surface today. Outdoors, it's always a little bit of a less controlled environment than these guys are used to indoors, where wind is not a factor, of course, and you can see the sun will be a factor for this first game with the glare. So the lights unable to take full control here as far as you're used to when you have stadium lighting on, and it doesn't do as well when the sun is still a bit impacting the play. This is flipped ahead by A.J. Einters. Came all the way around to Alvarez. He will play it around the boards. Went past his teammate Ofterhide. Comes to the corner. Shoving off a player with the puck is Michael Deedy. And again gains the neutral zone as both these teams try to figure each other out here in this one. PNW coming into today 10-10 on the season. Winners of 2 straight. Best chance is shot wide of DiDonato's cage. PNW looking for their shot. First one on Alvarez. They fired a couple of times, but have been unable to hit on the goaltender. This one just outside the blue line. They'll have to retouch. As you see Carrick coming back, and PNW trying to work a change at the same time.
Pride seem a little bit more physical than I think I've seen them recently so far this game. I've seen 2 big hits already.
Trying to bring the physicality when you're looking for the offensive rhythm, which both teams are doing. So a big hit could be the difference between a potential goal and not. It's played along the side, just past the stick of Thompson. And now this one bounced up and is played by Evan Sosinski. Sosinski fighting at the blue line, lost the puck, and it's knocked back. Wanted to rifle a long shot on goal. That didn't get through anybody. Trine's done a good job blocking these shots. Alvarez here will leave it for his defensive teammate Jason Margot. Margot playing through the goal crease that time to Ofterhide. Now up the sideboards to Noah Thompson. Thompson's been active as he gains the offensive zone behind the net of DiDonato. He's by himself. They're able to find a teammate. They swing it to the point, but it's off the stick that time. And thankfully for PNW that they could not control it. That was Noah Nieheisel. Tossed into the corner. And it's played around there by Margot. Margot leaves it for Jason Roast. His pass didn't quite connect, but it's picked up by Ofterhide. Ofterhide 1-on-4, so he'll just send it in deep. And the assistant captain will go for a change, but a good forecheck as the puck is knocked behind DiDonato's cage. Went to pass it up the sideboards. On a play intended for Baumgartner, never quite got to him. Now he's got it. And he'll flip a puck into the PNW zone. Pass didn't connect on the sideboards in the neutral zone. It comes back to Baumgartner. He will hoist one again to center ice. Good stick handling by Roast as he works around one defender. Roast coming on, save DiDonato, loose puck. And DiDonato able to fall on the second one as well.
You know, it's interesting. A lot of the play seems to be in the shaded end of the rink. You see, you've got like an L-shaped piece of lighting here, and it comes right in front of Alvarez. You'd think the Pride would want to come down their right wing and shoot where he has the sun in his eyes, but they're getting pushed towards their left wing.
Trying able to win this zone, face-off, I should say, in the offensive zone. As it comes to the corner, PNW still looking for their first official shot. We just saw Vinny DiDonato make a couple of saves there. He couldn't find the initial. This one rifled wide of his glove side. Goes behind the boards as they battle there. To the corner, now back to the point. This is Einters. Einters will fire. That never got through to DiDonato. Opportunity in the middle is blocked as well. Einters has a pretty good look into the glove of DiDonato, and he will hold on for a face-off coming to his right.
Both teams getting a line change now. People's Bank replay here. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, a little battle there. Two players down on the ice, but DiDonato saw it all the way.
It was a good job by one of the Pride defenders you saw on your screen there, diving in that slot area to make a good block on a shot that would have been a better opportunity. The shot from the defenseman A.J. Einters was a good one, but DiDonato able to see it all the way. Nice job to win it underneath Petruka. Try to backhand. And that was partially blocked wide of the cage of Alvarez. Goes to the sideboards here in the Trine zone and just clearing the blue line now. As they battle along the half boards there, it's picked up. Wanted to send it in deep that time. Did Caserta, but he hit his own teammate. Dragging it across his Mazdatix here to the corner. It comes to Thompson at the point. Thompson firing, looking for a deflection that never came from Margot. Still in the PNW zone. DiDonato save. He might have made a second one as well. Thompson, loose puck, will fire. That is blocked to the corner. Comes to the middle, and DiDonato is up to the task again, as he has been busy the last couple of minutes.
Another People's Bank replay here. Tried to tip it out front there. Missed the tip. A little physicality in the corner like we talked about, and yeah, looks like one save by DiDonato there.
Another face-off in the PNW zone. That has been a theme here the last few moments after Trine started the game having trouble possessing the puck. They have done most of the attacking here. Weird bounce came off the sideboards. PNW able to recover. That was just out of the reach of Aaron Rose. No icing is called. Goes behind the net. Good check right there. Was put on him by Aiden Buchel. They battle behind the net. In there for PNW is Cody Granichny. Down the sideboards, this will go far enough for icing as you hear the whistle in the background. And that will bring it down for a much-needed face-off coming to the left of Takeshi Alvarez. PNW looking for some offense here. And when they've gotten it this season, of course, it's been provided by a number of different guys, but really the big guy to watch is number 91. Petruka is the guy. 17 goals, 11 assists in 19 games. So when you see 91 in gold, often he is giving PNW a great chance. This is a quick 2-on-2 developing. Alvarez save, loose puck, and a great job to make sure on the side there on the rebounded bench that Granichny did not have an opportunity to finish that. That was good work. And is trying able to force an opportunity away. Alvarez spit that rebound right out in front. This is a bad break as it comes in. DiDonato made the save on a point-blank opportunity by Evan Sosinski. It's a couple of times PNW defenders have had the puck and then all of a sudden just kind of worked right off their stick. Alvarez down to make sure that was not dangerous. And this one into the protective netting. That will keep the face-off to the right of Alvarez as Roast flipped that up just a bit too high there.
Here's a look back at that chance Down here on the Trine end.
And that would have been Granichny for a tap-in if he would have been free. Puck didn't get all the way to the point. Nick Palmer's on it first. He leads it the other way. Works around a defender, but his teammate was in a bit too early. Heard the whistle. That's an offsides. And you stick handle at the blue line so often. That extra move, your teammate trying to stay in rhythm.
We saw a good keep at the blue line recently with a player stretching to keep the puck in the zone with their skate. Kind of the reverse of what you usually have to see. Players stretching to not go offside, but stretch to keep it in.
Backhand pass to the side. Was picked up here. That's Banstra from a sharp angle. That was directed back to the middle by Alvarez. And now flipped out. That did not get out of the zone, but Trine is on it first. It's Grant Dietemore. Sends it in, and that will be an icing call, I believe, as he was not at center ice yet, so the officials whistle that and bring the faceoff all the way back down this way. Slow start for both of these teams as we played almost halfway through this first period, and no one has tallied a goal yet. Faceoff won by PNW back to the point through some traffic. Alvarez able to stick it to the corner. That's picked up by Caserta. Goes back down low. Played there by Lee to the corner. And it's taken out of there by Offerhide. He's got no numbers here. Offerhide trying to use his wheels as he gets around one defender. Works around the net but lost the puck there in the corner. And PNW a chance to carry out. Good tape-to-tape pass on the side here. Shot is blocked up into the protective netting as Thompson blocks the shot that time of Brett Banstra.
As you see on Jet TV here, there's the Crown Point Courthouse there in the background. Great location right off the square here. Once a year for the Pride, but I know you can check out Crown Point High School hockey as well. Several times, I think, this season here at the Franciscan Health Pavilion.
Margot back to get this dump in. This pass played on the side by Palmer. To the stick of Sosinski. Had one of the best chances that DiDonato rejected. This one up into the netting as well. Draws a whistle and a face-off. That should stay inside the Purdue Northwest zone. To the right of Vinny DiDonato. DiDonato on the season, 7-4-1. 87% save percentage, just allowing a touch over 4 goals per game. See a good matchup in net tonight. Cooper Olsen on the home side. I was doing a little reading on Grand Valley State goaltender as well. He's a star. He's one of the best players, one of the best goalies in the country, as this is rifled wide on the blocker's side of DiDonato. And Mike and Tony will have that for you tonight. They'll have more details on that, I know. Good stick in front to knock that pass away as Thompson tracks to the corner. Loose puck picked up there. Good job to ride off the defender that time. Won't clear the zone yet. It's kept in.
Oh.
Now it's kept in at the line nicely on a whistle. We might see a penalty.
Helmet came off on that hit. Let's see if we can get a replay of that to get a better look at who that was. Crushed right into the State Farm right there. Kyle Dempsey likes the product placement, at least I'm sure.
Well, PNW will have a chance here on the power play now. And looking for the first goal of this afternoon. They win the faceoff, came right in front, and a great job there to tie up just enough that time on the stick of Brandon Carrick. Alvarez had to make a save, but it was much easier because of it. Carrick working behind the net, ridden off the puck, came to the point. Swung around the outside, looking for an angle. Alvarez save, loose puck still, trying on the backhand. That time was Caserta. He tracks it down in the corner. He's got some help here from Granichny. They go to the point. That's Banstra. Pass intended on the side here for Carrick, popped up. He plays in the corner, trying to work between two Trine players. Baumgartner, also Ofterhide in there as well. Pride trying to get some spacing on the step through. Banstra coming to the middle through a backhand pass, and nobody there except for Noah Nieheisel. He's off to the races 2-on-2 shorthanded. Has Ofterhide with him. His backhand pass went through the crease and down the sideboards. Opportunity to skate right into the attack here, but the pass is just behind. And they'll have to work it around the boards to the corner. Couple Pride players trying to win it, and instead it is won by Trine and sent out of there. No icing, of course, on the shorthanded penalty kill opportunity as Petruka goes to get it. Good job on the forecheck here on the penalty kill. Any time you can waste is a good one, and especially when you're almost getting opportunities. Pride have the extra skater, but Trine with an opportunity to score is blocked on Dinamore's shot and then turned right over. Taken away by Sosinski. Sosinski saved DiDonato. He's stoned him a couple of times on point-blank opportunities.
Man, DiDonato bailed out Allarding on that one. Here you see the turnover just past the blue line, and Trine's off to the races.
And it's been 15 in blue, who you just saw on your screen. Evan Sosinski, both times, who has been the beneficiary of a PNW defender or forward that time. Unfortunately, just having the puck just fall basically right off their stick. And because of that, Sosinski has had 2 chances to score. This one a shorthanded opportunity. PNW still on the power play, but it hasn't felt like it the last 45 seconds or so. They try to just get this attack going. Puck is worked to the middle. Now they gain the zone here. Comes to the corner. This is Allarding. Allarding lost the puck. Kept in nicely at the blue line. PNW trying to get things organized. They cannot, though, as it comes out to the neutral zone, and that's where Mitchell Dickman's got the puck. Goes wide of DiDonato to the corner. Working in there for Trine is Brendan Mezitix as it goes wide of the goal again of DiDonato around the outside to the middle. DiDonato being peppered with opportunities as we are now 5 skaters aside.
That power play just really killed the momentum, honestly, for the Pride. They didn't really generate anything there and were, frankly, under fire for a lot of it.
Great job to step up that time by Margot. His shot attempt was blocked. It comes around the corner. Thompson riding his man off the puck as it comes all the way back to his own blue line. Good pass here back to Margot. He hits the stick of Thompson. Popped over his stick for a moment, but he works around beautifully. Thompson coming in. Kick save by DiDonato as he has been the star here the last few moments. They'll wave icing as they determine that Nick Palmer could have played that puck, and as he's back to get it now. Trine looking to get reorganized. This is Margot. Margot plays to the right. That's Kyler Bays. Into the zone. Shot on goes wide of DiDonato. Blocked a bit. Thompson on it first. Back to Margot. Margot through traffic. That's over top of the net off a deflection. Getting a piece of that was Zarin Zafiro. Puck trickling in on Vinny DiDonato. He will clamp it down with the glove. Freeze the puck and draw a face-off to his right.
That last shot by Trine here, you'll see it on the People's Bank replay, I think. That's what a goalie's not going to want to see. The way they... Okay, that's a different replay, it looks like. But the last play popped up in the air, and with the wind being a factor, that could have taken a weird turn and caught DiDonato off guard.
Pride trying to get it out of the zone here. Able to at least get it to the neutral zone. Here comes Sosinski. He's had the 2 best chances. Sosinski, his pass went all the way through the crease. Nobody home for Trine. As B&W carries out. Right off the boards, a beautiful pass. Sosinski coming to the right. Tried to slip it to a teammate coming down the middle. And this is played out of the zone. Actually kept in just on the blue line. Forecheck for Trine has been outstanding so far. Comes to the middle, knocked away. And then just rolled all the way through. And the race easily won by Grant Didamore. Plays it up to Offer Hyde. He rolls it around. Pride almost caught in a change there. As a couple players went off. Stepping up to keep it in is Didamore. Backhanded on. DiDonato got a piece of it. I don't think that was tipped in front. They were looking for a deflection. P&W scrambling here just to work it out. They finally do. Good stick right here. This is Granichny in on Alvarez. Excuse me, that's Banstra actually. And Alvarez makes the save as he slides to his right.
Hey, Ed Caserta coming in for a rebound off the pads if it happened, but didn't play out that way. We'll see the play again here on the People's Bank replay. Coming up the left wing. And as you see the trailer right there, could have had it if they got a friendly bounce.
Face off to the right of Alvarez. Trine wins it easily as Thompson will send it down. No icing, I guess. Okay, there was. Looked like one of the officials waved it off, and it seemed like that was a clear icing call, and then the officials did get that, so it'll come right back down here again with 4:57 on the clock in this first period. Seven o'clock tonight, Grand Valley State PNW will play. Division I ACHA game. Pride defeating Grand Valley State 5-2 last night.
I heard Cooper Olson was just an absolute wall.
Great save by Alvarez off a deflection. And they'll need Olson to be great again here today.
He's been a workhorse for the team all season. Played many back-to-back games and just really led them to where they've gotten so far this year.
Mitchell Dickman, a good rush opportunity there. Never got a great shot at the goal of DiDonato as they were able to keep him to the side. Great stick handling move. Unable to work completely around a defender that time was Caserta. This is Margot with the puck for Trine. Good pass right on the tape.
Loose stick. We've got a Trine player going, just goes for a line change.
That got out of the blue, just past the blue line. PNW had to touch up, now they do. On the attack is Banstra. Wraparound save by Alvarez as he got to the pipe just in time. It's a shot from the point. Never getting to Alvarez. Worked like a pass as it came to Offerhide in stride. He flips it ahead here for Nieheisel. Nieheisel missed the net with his opportunity. It goes to the corner. Rang around the boards and picked up by Baumgartner. He scores! Stepping into a shot right from the face-off dot. And Trine able to strike first.
People's Bank replay here. Play starts in the corner far from the where the shot goes off. But yeah, they get it into the bright area of the rink. I don't know that would have been a factor for DiDonato from his angle, but it might have been.
Might have been Bays who scored that goal. Looked like big number 29, the freshman from New Haven, Indiana. First goal of this game with 3:41 left in the first period. Trine having a good first period here as they have really controlled outside of the first couple minutes. Another shot, this one blocked by Aaron Roast. Well, it was Baumgartner. Okay, it looked like Bays was celebrating like he might have deflected the puck potentially. But Baumgartner, you saw right there, he gets the goal from just inside that face-off dot from a sharp angle. Normally a tough place to score, but he placed it beautifully over DiDonato, who has had to make a lot of saves in this first period.
Yeah, at this point, the Pride should be happy that it's only 1-0 with how much he's been peppered so far.
6 or 7 players come together on the sideboards. He came out for just a moment with Aaron Roast, and one of the Pride players laying face down. I don't know if he caught a stick. They'll need some attention for him. It's a 1-0 score on the goal by Benjamin Baumgartner, as the senior from Knoxville, Tennessee, has tallied here. Just over 3 minutes left in this first period. Face off to the left of DiDonato. Won by Trine. Kept it on the point. Played at the net. DiDonato never got through to him again. That one was blocked by Banstra. Up the sideboards. Came to Aaron Roast. Comes to the corner here. Coming out of there with it is Mitchell Dickman. Works it to the neutral zone area. PNW comes right back in with it. Banstra, right on the stick that time. It was a beautiful pass. Didn't quite connect, though, with Carrick. Comes to the side. Leaf off to Hyde. He's got great speed, as we've seen, but he's worked off the puck nicely. Good little hip check there put on by Kevin Petruka. He plays the puck behind the net of DiDonato now with 2 minutes left in this first period of play. PNW looking for the tying goal here. At least hoping to get it to our first intermission, down only 1 goal. As it was a goal by Benjamin Baumgartner right around the 3.5 mark. This pass didn't quite connect. It's played by Einters as he rolls it in. DiDonato behind the net. Played it up to half boards. He had a teammate right there. Instead played the puck. Sisinski. This is Palmer. Comes behind the net. Palmer the first on it again in the corner. Works it back, throws it to the middle, and it's tied up there in front. As Luke Hoffman had a piece of that intended pass, and it rolls all the way back inside the Trine zone with under 90 seconds to play. Here's A.J. Einters. He's got his partner there, Diedemore, couldn't get him the puck. Now rolled up the side, Diedemore comes away with it. Grant Diedemore, the freshman from Carmel. Right on the stick that time of Bays. He's taken off the puck by Petruka. Now here is Cody Grunichny. Sisinski on the forecheck. Thompson was in there too. It stays in. Sisinski. He's probably had the 2 best chances of the game. Didn't score, though. The 1 goal coming from Baumgartner, as we said. DiDonato had made tougher saves probably today. Good job as they gum things up that time. And an opportunity for Hoffman. And now a whistle from one of the officials behind the play. And that will bring the face-off back here into the Trine zone on an icing call. Just over 30 seconds left in this first period. PNW see if they can win a draw here and get an opportunity to score. They do win it. Looking for the one-timer, but Sisinski was right there challenging that shot, and they roll it out to center ice. Picked up by Austin Nigro. Puck comes to the blue line, hit one of the officials, and PNW has to backtrack here. Time ticking away in this first period. It's rolled in. Alvarez able to get a stick to it. Leaves it there for Margot. Weird bounce off the stanchion on the side. Played all the way down. Off to Hyde. And this will be an icing call with about 5 seconds left, but an additional 3 seconds ticked off the clock there. We'll see if the officials put it on.
There we go.
Yep, put it up to 5. So PNW will have plenty of opportunity if they can win this draw. You could win and even make a pass still and have a good chance to score a goal if it's a good shot.
One last chance to end the period on a high note. Have a tied game heading into the second period, ideally.
Dickman will take this draw right on. Wow. Good job by Alvarez as he was ready for that opportunity generated by Anthony Caserta. As he won it forward. As you see, Alvarez was ready for it on this replay. The puck came rifling, and this time
they go for the same play again.
Toronto was ready for it. They gum things up, and that'll take us to our first intermission. So Trine scores the only goal of the first period. It's from the senior from Knoxville, Tennessee, Benjamin Baumgartner. 1-0 Trine after 1 period of play.
First period in the books, you score
Doc's Smokehouse, located at 1420 Calumet Avenue in Dyer, is the place to go for the best Southern-style barbecue in Northwest Indiana. Choose from hickory smoked brisket, pork, ribs, sausage, turkey, chicken, and wings for your main plate. Or maybe pick a couple. Don't forget the sides: potato salad, Bacardi beans, collard greens, and mac and cheese to complement your meat choice. Visit docsbarbecue.net for more information on specials and restaurant hours.
Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories.
Hey, I'm Alexa, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken itself. It is more than scrumptious. It is more than delicious. It is scrumptiddlyumptious. I know that's not a real word, but I love it.
This one is for every golfer who finally fixed their slice by replacing it with a hook. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Northwest Indiana ER and Hospital is thrilled to bring full-service concierge-level emergency care to the region. Our mission to provide the best patient experience is achieved by way of immediate access to the absolute best physicians, nurses, and support staff in the area. Our emergency department and hospital are open 24/7 for all of your medical needs. Our entire team is dedicated to serving you and will provide excellent care in our state-of-the-art facility. Call or visit our facility, which is conveniently located off of Interstate 8094.
Coming to you from the Strachan Van Til Studios, this is your 219 News Now. Strachan Van Til, making customers' lives easier for 93 years.
Hi, I'm Sonny Santana, and this is your 219 News Now. TikTok. It's one day closer to the March 1st deadline to apply for a Jim and Betty Dye scholarship. There's 650 students from the region currently receiving the scholarship money. Here's Jimmy Dye.
Current scholarships right now are $16,000 per student for their career in college. That's $4,000 a year, $2,000 a semester. We also offer, we're offering 150 of those. Now we're going to offer 10 other scholarships that are $44,000, and that should cover your full tuition.
You must live in Lake, Newton, Porter, or Jasper counties and have a 3.5 GPA. The scholarships are for IU, IUN, Purdue, P&W, Ball State, and IUPUI. Go to dyescholarships.org. A brawl at Morton High Wednesday resulted in the building being placed on secure status and 10 students facing discipline. District spokesman Nate George said no one was seriously injured, but that the physical altercation went on despite attempts from school staff to de-escalate the situation. Next Era Energy is proposing a solar farm on 2,000 acres in Morgan Township near Malden, but it's not a sure thing. Porter County Commissioner Jim Biggs said that solar eats up a lot of land, and he wants to make sure the county doesn't lose its rural flavor. Next Era has agreements with at least 8 nearby landowners to lease their land for 30 years. In sports, there will be a moment of silence before this Friday's Gary Westside at Munster boys basketball game. It's for Tom Largis, the longtime football coach who died Thursday after a brief illness. Largis was 67 years old. You can watch the game on Jet TV. To read more on these stories, head to NWI.com. I'm Sonny Santana, and this was your 219 News Now.
One period in the books here at Bulldog Park between Trine and PNW. Only goal in that first period scored by defenseman Benjamin Baumgartner. The defensemen for Trine have been their most active players. We've talked about Baumgartner and also referenced Noah Thompson a ton. Feels like they've always been the guys carrying the puck. They've done a good job in this game for Trine so far. For the forwards, it's been Leaf, Ofterhide, and a couple others, but the big story, they haven't really challenged Takeshi Alvarez so far. Alvarez has had a couple of a little bit more difficult saves, but arguably his toughest maybe was the point-blank opportunity right off the face-off win by Caserta. Right before the period was set to expire, then they froze that, redid it, and Trine was ready for it, able to block the second chance opportunity. But Ben Tamara, what did you see from PNW so far in this first period, having trouble getting anything organized offensively?
I thought they started out strong. I thought it was a pretty good back-and-forth game at the beginning. Like I commented on earlier, there was some early hits. They were trying to set the tone, but frankly, it was the disastrous power play that they had that kind of killed the momentum for them. They had, a PK unit taking shots on them, and they just kind of never rebounded from there. A lot of time spent in their end.
How about tonight's matchup? We'll see between Grand Valley State and Purdue Northwest. It's a rivalry for sure for so many reasons. Think about the head coach for PNW, Carl Trojan, if I could say that correctly. He is the head man here at PNW, obviously now. He spent his career before that at Grand Valley State. You have the game being played last night, and these two teams come both from Michigan, Allendale, Michigan, back to here. So it's big, and as we talked about, these outdoor games are cool for a number of reasons. The elements, this is what you do as a kid. I know we did a number of interviews with those guys, so it's a big deal tonight, but it's a big deal quite literally in the standings too.
It really is. It's big implications for the playoff picture. Craig Herman talked to us at a practice here earlier this week and said he thinks last night's game against Grand Valley as well as this one outdoors are two of the biggest games in PNW Pride hockey history. They have a chance to really do something this year, and they need to overcome Grand Valley for that. They did great last night. Herman with 2 goals himself, and Cooper Olson just being an absolute brick wall. From the things that I heard there, it sounded like Grand Valley was kind of rattled by how hard the Pride came out at them, and they're going to be out for revenge today. It's going to be a really good matchup. And very excited we get to see it outdoors. It gives you that feel of when the NHL does an outdoor game, they make sure it's 2 teams that are rivals, like the Hawks and the Red Wings at Wrigley Field, things like that. These are 2 teams that are just perfect to meet, and they couldn't have planned this. They couldn't have planned the playoff implications at the beginning of the season when they picked this game. But it really worked out well.
Mentioned Cooper Olson, how good he was yesterday, and if a team comes out as aggressively as Grand Valley is probably going to because of how aggressively PNW did yesterday, Cooper Olson, so often the goalies are the guys who have to carry the load early, make some big saves, let the rest of your team settle in, and he's been the guy who's done that all season.
Oh, yeah, they started out hot. I remember there were several shutouts in the first handful of home games we did at the Cube. And Cooper Olson being new to the team this year, we were all kind of like, let's see what this guy's about, and he really impressed us immediately.
Meanwhile, here on the Division III side, Vinny DiDonato had a good first period. I think he's done that so far here in this opening frame, which is keep his team in the game. He made a number of tough saves, specifically on Evan Sosinski. He had 2 of them, one in the slot, one from the right wing, in which he was stonewalled by DiDonato, but gave up 1 goal by Baumgartner. Not that it was a soft one or anything like that, but it was a tough angle. Credit to the Trine Thunder defenseman. But DiDonato up to the task in the first period, too.
It's going to be even tougher for him this period because he's switching to the end where I think the sun is coming a little bit more towards this crease than the one that he spent the last 20 minutes in. So he's going to have to take what he did and even improve on that. For
PNW, we talked about their offensive part of their game. They're looking to get things done here in this second period of play, and one of them is going to obviously be scoring at least the tying goal, if not a couple of goals to potentially take a lead. And if they're going to do that, Kevin Petruka's at the top of the list. The defenseman leading the team in goals and assists. He's done everything from the blue line so far.
He does. He's been great for them. Really not too much to improve on there. They really just got to get back to how they started the game. That's really what they got to look at doing. I think that maybe they got a little rattled as the period went on, but hopefully the intermission calmed that down for them.
We're going to step aside. 1-0 Trine here as we will get ready for the second period right after this.
Hello again, everybody. This is Matt Maloney of the Matt Maloney Real Estate Group, powered by Keller Williams of Northwest Indiana. The region is a beautiful place to live, and I've soared to new heights to market your listing to the best and widest possible audience. Call me today at 219-301-0477 or visit mattmaloneyrealtor.com and let's get started. It's not baloney. I'm Matt Maloney.
Got it.
Come on, let's go. Hustle.
Stroller?
Double stroller.
Faster.
Let's go.
Hustle. Come on.
Let's go.
I'm gonna fall up.
When you're traveling with 3 kids and pretty much everything they own,
hi guys, welcome.
It matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Biology major Adam Rich is on a first-name basis with his professors. Through these connections, he is already doing hands-on research, placing him a step ahead on his career path. At Purdue University Northwest, we call that powering onward. Students determined to succeed find a home at our 2 vibrant campuses in Hammond and Westville, offering 70 areas of study, NCAA Division II athletics, hundreds of student activities, and more. It's your turn to power onward. Learn more about Purdue Northwest at pnw.edu. That's pnw.edu.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Kyle Dempsey in Hammond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Period number 2 here from Bulldog Park, our outdoor series. First Division III game between Trine and Purdue Northwest. As we're underway here, starting this second period of play. And a puck trickling wide of Alvarez. PNW looking for the tying goal here. And hoping to not have DiDonato, who is now stationed in front of us, challenged as much. Comes Thompson with the puck. Backhands it in. It's tracked down first by Petruka. He was looking to get it out. Ofterhide right in front. A diving effort might have prevented Thompson from scoring as the shot firing wide from Noah Nieheisel. Still in the PNW zone here, kept in. A couple of whiffs here up high as Bays works it around. Petruka chips it up the half boards. Good job by Thompson. Riding his man, Brendan Carrick, off the puck. Now one of his defensive mates back to fling it ahead. It's taken away. Here comes Caserta right on Alvarez. Able to swat it away with his goal stick. And then somebody got hit here up high, either by a stick. Great play by Takeshi Alvarez. So one of the PNW players went down. You'll see the shot here from Austin Nigro. And I don't know if that was going to go in or... Don't believe there was a penalty called. Both teams still with 5 players aside. Just a minute into this second period. Face off to the left of the junior goaltender from Grapevine, Texas. I don't know how many hockey players have come out of Texas. in the NHL. I can't imagine it's too many. I mean, the Stars there, of course, but good stick check here. An opportunity turning into a 2-on-2. And a nice play by Aiden Buchel to ride Sisinski. I should say that was Palmer off the puck. Sisinski almost had it there. Goes to the sideboards. Palmer and Austin Nigro tied each other up. Palmer and Nigro come together again. On the sideboards, Grunitzky, he couldn't quite sandwich it out, and now it's flung out of there by Nigro to center ice. Trying in the midst of a change as it pops to Aiden Buchel. His pass out of the reach of Allarding. Also off the stick of Aaron Roast. Allarding able to slide over and keep it in. P&W still looking for that tying goal here, hoping for some better opportunities in this second period. Thunder break out with it here. Ofterheide leaves it. Bays' shot is steered aside by DiDonato. Comes to the point, nobody home for the Thunder as it goes all the way down. This will be an icing call. It's P&W, and I think rightfully so. I thought that was a pass, wasn't it? Wasn't that played by Trine?
I thought Caserta could have got to the puck there too. I didn't really think that was much of a icing play.
Officials recognizing that it may have been an inadvertent whistle, so they bring the face-off to center ice instead of what you would normally see on an icing call, which is the puck coming down here on either side of DiDonato. Here's Nick Anthony as he hoists it out. Right in on Alvarez. Couldn't quite settle it down. Looking to play it to the middle was Einigenberg. Up to the sideboards. Here comes the speed of Leif Ofterheide as he puts it in and goes for the change. Here's Hoffman. Hoffman, dangerous pass to the middle. Anthony comes to get it. Couldn't get it out. It's kept in, but I guess not quite. Just out enough. And that will be an offsides call.
You have to wonder if from the player's perspective, if the glare is also making it a little bit harder to see exactly where the blue line is as they're trying to stay on side.
I know I can't see it very well. I'm trying to rely on the markings on the boards here.
Yeah, it's pretty much non-existent from our angle with this glare.
Face-off one and controlled by Purdue Northwest. Bandstrom put it to the side. It is hoisted all the way in. Comes to the corner. Mazatix. And out of the neutral zone. As Thompson played it back, gummed up at the blue line. And now Petruka a chance to break out. There's a good pass. And then just went on a touch into the zone. Banster trying to keep it alive. And that pass doesn't connect either. Intended that time for Mazatix. Petruka to center ice. Goes past Jason Margot, and this will be an icing call. Interesting play from Petruka. Looked like he had some room to work there. And that puck that he just flipped into the neutral zone took a bad bounce. Went past Margot, and now a face-off to the left of DiDonato. 4 minutes gone by in this second period. Face-off to his left is won cleanly by Trine. Played around by Kyler Bays. Ofterheide tried to throw it in front. Good stick to make it difficult that time for Anthony Seo. They battle on the sideboards. Ofterheide came out of it, but he was checked off the puck into the stick of Brett Banstra. Banstra lost it now. Trine coming right back in. Working on DiDonato, and he made a stick save with the shaft of his stick. Good wrister there, and if it didn't catch his stick, might have gone into that upper corner over the top of the blocker. Banstra couldn't break out. Blocked to the side by Petruka. Comes to the point.
He didn't even flinch when that hit his skate.
Here's an opportunity here for Jacob Lee. Lee trying to center it. And he had a teammate tied up beautifully. Puck comes behind the net of Alvarez. Thompson He's been all over the ice so far. We mentioned him and Baumgartner a ton today. Benjamin Baumgartner has the only goal so far. Loose in front. Came out to the point. Wrist shot deflected. Comes to the corner. Swung around the boards and out. As P&W will get to it first. This is Aiden Buchel. Beautiful pass on the right wing. Tried to touch it though to the middle. Wasn't there. It is dumped in by Mazetik, so hit the official. Didn't get all the way in. And then hit a changing player, Palmer. Now P&W able to settle it down. Good pass to the middle. But Caserta couldn't completely settle that bouncing puck. Would have an opportunity one-on-one with the goalie. Here is one the other way. Good recovery by Aiden Buchel to knock Nieheisel off the puck in front as it trickles through the stick of Ofterheide. Comes back to the point. Wrist shot never got through. Ofterheide turned into a one-timer, and it was blocked by Buchel. Comes back to Leaf Ofterheide in the corner. Able to work away. Got it to the point. Wrist shot deflected dangerously there by a teammate. And that one bouncing wide of the net as well. Really trying to add to their one-goal lead, but they've been unable to get some of these shots through on DiDonato. Another hard hit on the sideboards by Nieheisel. Another puck going wide.
Allarding's slow to get up after that hit.
As he got pinched on the sideboards, looked like either his right or left knee an issue there. As he was heading for a change. And a nice play just to kick it to a teammate. Stepping up is Anthony. Wanted to get it in deep. Did not, though. It was blocked in the neutral zone.
Bit of a high hit there.
Puck goes to the corner. Bancher racing in to throw it around the boards. Stepping up to keep it in is Hoffman. Comes to the blue line. And the Thunder break the other way. Bays leading it, sticked away by Petruka. Comes to the middle. Wide of DiDonato. From about a foot away that time. Deflected wide as well. Einingberg goes to the corner. He wins the puck to Petruka. Didn't get it out. This is deflected. Didn't get through either. Turnaround shot is grabbed. Had an opportunity right at the goal mouth. Blocked there. DiDonato laying on his backside. Able to make his second save of the sequence and draw the whistle.
That was a beautifully executed play by the Thunder right there. The tip out in front set it up. We got it coming from the shot from the blue line right there. Catches it and almost buried it after the second or third attempt there.
Palmer trying to go to the backhand there, as you saw, to tuck it in, and it looked like if he just stayed on the forehand, he had an empty cage. DiDonato and company pretty fortunate. There's Caserta with the puck, looking for an angle to get it out, having to work around the official as well. Went to the backhand as he gets it ahead to Banstra. Brett Banstra on the backhand. Pass didn't connect either to the one intended for Caserta. And now this is going to be an interference call. So Caserta was probably going to win the race to that puck. I think that was Carrick. Or is that somebody else? Yeah, that was not Carrick, excuse me, Jacob Lee, who had tried to make the pass from the point to Petruka, from his right to his left. Had it deflected, and he was worried that one of the Trine players was ready to break out and win a foot race to the puck, and so he commits what I believe is an interference call. And that will give Trine an opportunity here on the power play. Pride win it easily, and Aiden Buchel, the Lansing, Illinois product, sends it down. So step one of the power play complete to win that draw and waste some time right off the get-go here. See this unit for the Trine Thunder. If they can get organized, P&W has had one power play. They were not able to. This is Mitchell Dickman at the point. Ton of bodies in front. DiDonato didn't see it. Makes the save anyways, as you saw him peeking behind. He thought he might see a puck laying in the goal. And instead he's got it on his right pad.
There's a People's Bank replay. See, go out to the point, and yeah, a little battle out in front. Trying to bait the Pride on the screening of their own goalie there.
I don't know what's going on here. Trine going to the bench.
We have a timeout, maybe?
Oh, the scoreboard went out. That's what happened.
It's okay. We got a scoreboard here on Jed TV. That's why people should be tuned into us.
Screensaver go on? I don't know what
Whatever computer they have running it, I think just went to sleep.
It's too cold. Apologies if you ever hear us with the runny nose. I apologize for that.
I got a nice CCM jacket that Tony Stump gave me, but it's in my car because I didn't have it on during setup. Setup went longer than intended, and it essentially went right into the start of the broadcast. Didn't have time to go grab it. So I'll be nice and warm for the next game, though.
There you go. It'll be much colder, I'd imagine. It's actually somewhat, especially when I was driving my car and the sun was hitting me on the side, it was quite warm. It was quite warm to the point where when I got into the Crown Point town area, coming here from Hammond, on the highway for the most part, I got in and I rolled my window down at a stop sign. I'm like, it's kind of getting a little bit too hot here from the sunlight. But I will definitely take that. Let's see how long this scoreboard outage takes.
Big improvement from last year's weather when we tried this. It was tried in, I believe, the first or second week of December last time. And
which you would think would be good weather.
Not these days. A lot of times December's pretty pretty warm, but it was too warm. And they had ice getting a little bit too wet. They had rain, eventually a tornado. So luckily it worked out perfectly today.
I don't know. Can't the officials just keep the clock here? I mean, what if the scoreboard completely broke?
They'd be fully reliant on Sonny Santana on the board.
Well, there it is.
In the booth.
Came back on. All right.
Happy to report we have Trucker Mike in the house now, too. I just saw him down there.
Does he have a drone?
He might be breaking out the drone later in the day for D1. We might see a little drone action then.
All right. 11.5 to go in this second period. Face-off coming to the left of Vinny DiDonato. Trying on this power play for about another minute and a half or so.
Rough time for something like this to happen in the middle of your power play. Any type of momentum you might be gaining from it comes to a halt.
Caserta here ready to take this draw against Noah Nieheisel. I think the delay is I don't see the power play up on the board. Game clock reading, I believe, 11:54, looks like.
There we go. Got it up there now.
All right, face-off is won by Trine. Puck staying right on the blue line there is looked for a moment like P&W and Brendan Carrick would have an opportunity to get it out. Now they get things organized. Nieheisel holding on. Slips it off here to Thompson. Thompson to the point. This is the captain. His shot looking more like a pass. Margot, a big hit by Caserta. Vanstra sending it deep. That was interesting play by Jason Margot, the senior captain from Fort Wayne. He had an opportunity to get that puck to the net, but that was almost like a snap pass. We got a delayed penalty coming here, and a 5-on-3 will be coming soon unless Trine scores. One-timer over top of the net, and P&W will touch up. We'll get the whistle. And this will add two things as Carrick, his touching of the puck, puts Trine on a 5-on-3.
How much time do we have on the first penalty? Can you see it over there?
Hard to tell. I cannot.
Feels like it's been a 15? 56 seconds.
56 seconds. Okay, so that's plenty of time here on this 5-on-3. We don't have the power play graphics. No.
Blue Frame's got to step it up.
Yeah,
it's like the one sport that they neglect with graphics, and we got to kind of work around that.
The hockey shame. Big part of killing a 5-on-3 is trying to win that first face-off. P&W did, but they couldn't quite clear the zone. And now you'll see some real space here. DiDonato makes the save through traffic to the corner. Mazatix slipped it in front. DiDonato got a piece of that one, too. That was Einters who had a point-blank opportunity. And a big hit in the corners. Petruka rode a man off the puck. Thompson was the guy who took the brunt of that hit. And this will work if you're PNW as they battle in these half boards here. Ton of bodies, only 2 players, 1 on each side, not involved in this skirmish. Caserta got it out of there just enough. As Nick Palmer retreats, waits for his teammates to regain the blue line. Palmer drags it in, but he lost the puck. And that'll work too. Aiden Buchel sends it down. And PNW trying to at least kill the 5-on-3 portion they have. Back to the traditional 5-on-4 power play, and they'll take that too. Just play a little bit of ping pong back and forth. Trying to kill off these penalties here in the last couple minutes. 1-0 score if you just joined us. Maybe you just got off of work. Benjamin Bumgarner has the only goal. He scored it at the 3.5 mark of the first period. Puck goes to the corner. Back out to Thompson. A couple guys came together off the puck. Ofterhide. He's got good wheels and good handles here. Able to work away. Got it to Bays. Bays steps in. Blocked into the netting, and the face-off will stay here.
I'd say keep an eye on Aiden Bacall. He's been kind of mixing it up with the Trine players a little bit on this penalty kill. Behind the play, we had a little bit of action where they were shoving at each other, taking each other down, and that could result in another penalty, and that's not what you want when you're already coming off a 5-on-3, now a 5-on-4.
Gabe Galvez lost that draw there. It was won by Nieheisel. This is blocked behind. Bays put it out in front. Rifled wide by Ofterhide. Thompson able to hold. Goes to Leaf Ofterhide. Walks right in. Ofterhide holding on. Looks for the wraparound. Help provided there by Aiden Buchel. Still in the zone. Now we're 5-on-5. Fired right on. Save made by DiDonato. And that one again careening into the netting, and a faceoff will come to his right. Good work by the PNW penalty killers, and especially by DiDonato, who caps it off with that save right off the top of his mask.
You can see it. I think startled him a bit, hitting it around the mask there. You can see he kind of jumped up and leaned on the net.
He didn't know where the puck was, yeah. He didn't know if it popped right up and was ready to come back down in the crease. Back to 5 skaters aside. Trying able to win the draw. Mazatix couldn't keep it though. Gets to the neutral zone, and tracking it down now is Noah Nieheisel. He rolls it around. First on it is DiDonato, and he also had to make sure that Mazatix didn't get there. Banstra using the boards, but that pass did not connect with Lee, though it rolled, fortunately for him, all the way in on Alvarez, and that'll work. He'll get a draw to his right or left coming up. That works for PNW trying to find some offense here.
Can't hurt to find a way to get it on net, even if it's maybe not so entirely intentional like that. That could have turned into something, and it's at least, as you said, turned into a face-off.
Brendan Carrick in the top line will, or excuse me, Caserta. Carrick out there in the top line. Caserta will take this draw. The Thunder win it, now carry it out across center ice. Good play to work around on a rifling wrister that time from Kyler Bays. Not on net, though, from close range. He's got the puck here. Goes behind Ofterhide. Tried almost a no-look pass, and Petruka, who did not follow him behind the net, was ready for it. Comes back to Ofterhide. They throw it out in front. DiDonato again. He's made a number of outstanding saves, and he slams the door shut on Bays. PNW pick up their goaltender here, who has kept them in it. It could be 2-3, maybe even 4-0 with a couple of the saves he's had. Petruka running over one of the defenders in the corner.
Petrucked him.
Absolutely. Now looking for the tying goal. He's the leading goal scorer, as we said. Can he provide that too? Lee couldn't quite control it. Diedemore trying to send it ahead. It stays in the zone. And now is sent behind the net, but PNW going for a change. And Grant Diedemore can walk right out with it. Pushed it ahead. Tapped in by Noah Nieheisel. Behind the net of DiDonato. Palmer was trying to give it to Sosinski. Instead, it's Brett Banstra. Bad pass, so he never throw it across the crease. Good job there by Nick Anthony to at least jam it out to center ice. He has it again. Connects with the pass. This is Grunichny. His shot went wide of the mark. And then eventually Bounced into the protective netting. That draws a whistle.
There's a People's Bank replay of that last play there. Actually, the Petruka hit is what we're looking at there. That was a good hit. Good, clean hit.
Try to win the draw into the glove of Alvarez. On a quick wrister that time. And a clean face-off win. Try draw again to the right of Alvarez. This one not quite as clean. Shot went towards the goal. Is deflected to the corner. Punk bounces around to the sideboards. Still in the zone and now jammed out a bit. And a 2-on-1 developing here. Palmer leading it. Palmer walks in. Great stick. Anthony, the shot block. And a face-off coming to the right of DiDonato.
Pride have been doing pretty good with creating scoring chances out of face-off wins today. They got to keep that up, but obviously win them in your defensive end too, and hopefully get this back on the end furthest from us after this.
Einingberg able to win the draw. Good job by Zafiro. At least got it out of their own zone. It's steered aside by DiDonato. Played up the sideboards by Nigro. That rolls all the way down. Nobody touched it, so an icing is the call. With just over 6 minutes left in this second period of play. Faceoff comes right to the same spot here. Same parties will take it. Einingberg with Zafiro on that left wing. He was able to get it out last time before the icing call. Weird bounce around the boards behind. Comes up the side. It's played there by Didi. Shot on Alvarez is blocked behind the net. Stepping up to keep it in. Puck comes to the point. Thunder breaking out with it. 2-on-2 to the blue line. And again, another good stick. This one from Nigro as he steered the puck to the corner, keeping it away from Vinny DiDonato. Ofterhide with it. Shot is blocked to the corner. Margot was trying to get it on goal. DiDonato couldn't find it. Tied up beautifully that time. And Nigro got a piece of the stick. Einingberg with it on the right wing. Carries in, goes to the backhand, threw it in front, and nobody was home. As PNW was in the midst of changing a couple players. They've got the puck, though, still. Never got completely through. And the Thunder work it back the other way. Palmer ridden off the puck. Petruka. Long range shot. Alvarez has to hold on, and a snow shower is delivered as he freezes it up with the faceoff coming to his left.
A shot coming from that range could be a sneaky one, especially like we've talked about with the outdoor factors as well. So I like to see the Pride taking shots no matter where they're at and just trying to get this game tied.
Face-off coming to his right. Caserta. That's won by Nieheisel. And the Thunder able to get it out. Petruka backtracking. Up to Caserta on the right side. Puck goes all the way behind the net of DiDonato. Gets just out of the PNW blue line. That's the captain, Margot. His pass did not connect, and now he gets it back here. Margot to the middle. That one not on target either, as they roll it in on Alvarez. Margot again backtracking to play it. His pass didn't connect with Thompson. Got some help, though. Thompson a beauty. Right on the stick, but a good stick from Petruka. Here comes Jacob Lee. Lee is taken off the puck. And now it is sent back the other way. Caserta, they operate in tight quarters. Here's Bays. He had a great chance on DiDonato a few times. Tried to work around Banstra. Banstra got a stick, bumped him to the corner. Sharp angle shot is easily steered aside by DiDonato. And now backhanded up the boards. Couldn't get it out, though. And now they finally do, as it connects with Gabe Galvez, who rings it around the boards all the way to the opposite corner. Sent back the other way here. A lot of sticks in passing lanes in the neutral zone, and a big hit delivered right on the sideboards. I think that was Allarding who Took a hard hit, it was.
That's the second hard hit he's taken in this game.
I was going to
As
say
if
that.
he's got some target on his back or something.
He was banged up about 5-10 minutes of game time ago. Fighting forward here in the zone. Grunichny with it to the corner. PNW still in search of their first tally. And it would tie the game, of course. One-timer is rifled wide. It was partially deflected as well. They battle forward in the corner. Behind the net of Alvarez and sent all the way down. This will be an icing call.
See what we have on our People's Bank replay here. There's the hit coming on Allarding right there. Yeah, they're really lining them up today.
Just under 3 minutes left in this second period. Off this icing call, Anthony Co. Draw is one and worked right out of the zone immediately. High toss into the PNW zone. Hoffman, weird bounce off those sideboards. Thompson able to stick it back in. Nick Anthony looking for Co. Comes right back in as DiDonato steers it to Hoffman. Worked up the boards. Margot. His pass could not connect. And then just a really hard pass intended for Bagaiski, and that will be an icing call. That was Hoffman there. I don't know if he realized how close his teammate was, the forward Bagaiski. This is an icing call now, and a face-off to the right of Vinny DiDonato. I should say to his left, excuse me. Anthony Co. in there with it. McCormick and Bagaiski join him on this line. Turnaround shot going just wide. Dangerous there. DiDonato was ready for it. Back to get it is Hoffman. Bounce to the middle. Save made by Thompson. The shot by Thompson, saved by DiDonato. And now a whistle. That was touched by Bagaiski, it looked like, and I think a penalty coming here against Purdue Northwest. And a cross-check might be the call.
Should be seeing it here on our People's Bank replay. I think it was just off camera at the beginning of the replay in the corner to DiDonato's right.
So PNW hoping to kill basically the remaining of this and then about the first 10 seconds of our third period. So, again, unless they can get a shorthanded goal, they're going to hope to go to the third period still trailing by one. Margot off to Hyde. They play catch with it on the side. Using the boards here. Got it to the middle, trying to kick to the stick. It goes all the way across to Thompson. Thompson, the captain Margot, looking deflected. That was off the hip that time of a teammate. This one off the back of the net. Bancher comes to get it. He couldn't get it out, though. Had a bouncing puck, but because it looked like Bancher was going to clear, everybody had started to retreat. Margot was outside the blue line.
He winded it up like it was a clear, but then it just as if the stick didn't have enough torque and it went nowhere.
Good job to keep it in. Stayed on the blue line. Margot walking right in, looking for a deflection. Almost got it. In fact, got about half a deflection. Not enough to get a goal, though. And this time, Bancher at least able to get it back to center ice. 1 minute left in this second period. Pass behind. Bays kicking to the stick, but his teammate already had walked off sides. That was Softerhide. And that will stop play with 55 seconds to go in the second. Face off just outside of the Purdue Northwest zone. As the penalty killers have done a great job. They've been the star of this game thus far for PNW. Haven't been able to score yet, but a good majority of this second period has been spent on the penalty kill. Grant Dietemore, the second group out there for trying on this power play opportunity. Comes out to the point. Tons of bodies in front. Never got through. And a wide open lane to clear it out. And should be a high stick call once they touch it. And it will. Yeah, that was not exactly the smartest play. There was really nothing to gain right there. Because of the high stick, the faceoff will come inside the Trine zone to the right of Takeshi Alvarez. Just under 30 seconds left.
Good to see this period end a lot like the last one, with Prider just setting up plays from face-offs like that, trying to desperately tie it up.
Draw here, taken by Caserta. Thompson controls behind. We'll see if they have time for one more rush in this second period. They'll start the third. Otherwise, they're going to start the third with about 8 to 10 seconds of power play time. Won't be much, but you never know. P&W's done a good job to waste a majority of this 2 minutes so far. Passes swung ahead, didn't connect, but connected with the second guy behind him. That was A.J. Einters. And as you hear behind us, the clock expires. Nothing changing through 2 periods of play. 1-0 on a first period goal by Benjamin Baumgartner after 2 completes.
There's a lot at stake in the manufacturing process. Rightly so. Your business serves a vital and important part within your industry segment.
I welcome you to take a closer look at Hammond Machine Works and consider us for your next project.
Purdue University Northwest students are driven to make their dreams a reality. Marquise Barconia is one example, building relationships that can last a lifetime.
The staff is great, the faculty is great, the classmates are awesome. I would say P&W sets you up for a career no matter what field you're in. The fact that I feel like I'm more prepared here than any other school I could have gone to, I would say P&W as a whole. It's just a great place for you to start your future.
Visit pnw.edu and power onward with Purdue Northwest.
Think all superheroes wear capes? The ones we know wear name badges, aprons, visors, and even during long shifts, they wear smiles. These superheroes are you, our Strack and Van Til associates, and we appreciate all you do, from sanitizing stores, keeping shelves stocked, and providing safe access to food. And when you're asked to go beyond the call of duty, you deliver. You're the unsung superheroes of grocery shopping, and we want to sing your praises. Strack and Van Til is the heart of the neighborhood, and you are the heart and soul of Strack and Van Til.
Rise and shine.
All right. WJOB's Jim Deedlow starts your weekdays at 6 a.m. Jed in the region. And be sure to follow us on Facebook. WJOB, AM 1230 and 104.7 FM.
But it's time. You got to catch up. Yeah. I'll catch up with you. I'll be right back. I'll see you in a minute.
Anything else? Yeah.
Well, what's up, boy? Hey, Ryan. Not tonight, man. Not tonight. Oh, yeah. You guys are right. Hey, come on, let's go. Come in.
From humble beginnings and a handshake, a group of volunteers built a community. A community where we look out for one another. A community who provides guidance and confidence. That helps plan for your future and supports you with whatever is important to you. This isn't just a credit union. It's Purdue Federal Credit Union, your trusted financial partner for life.
Coming to you from the Strack and Van Til studios, this is your 219 News Now. Strack and Van Til, making customers' lives easier for 93 years.
Hi, I'm Sonny Santana, and this is your 219 News Now. TikTok. It's one day closer to the March 1st deadline to apply for a Jim and Betty Dye scholarship. There's 650 students from the region currently receiving the scholarship money. Here's Jimmy Dye.
Current scholarships right now are $16,000 per student for their career in college. That's $4,000 a year, $2,000 a semester. We also offer, we're offering 150 of those. Now we're going to offer 10 other scholarships that are $44,000, and that should cover your full tuition.
You must live in Lake, Newton, Porter, or Jasper counties and have a 3.5 GPA. The scholarships are for IU, IUN, Purdue, P&W, Ball State, and IUPUI. Go to diescholarships.org. A brawl at Morton High Wednesday resulted in the building being placed on secure status and 10 students facing discipline. District spokesman Nate George said no one was seriously injured, but that the physical altercation went on despite attempts from school staff to de-escalate the situation. Next Era Energy is proposing a solar farm on 2,000 acres in Morgan Township near Malden, but it's not a sure thing. Porter County Commissioner Jim Biggs said that solar eats up a lot of land, and he wants to make sure the county doesn't lose its rural flavor. Next Era has agreements with at least 8 nearby landowners to lease their land for 30 years. In sports, there will be a moment of silence before this Friday's Gary Westside at Munster boys basketball game. It's for Tom Largis, the longtime football coach who died Thursday after a brief illness. Largis was 67 years old. You can watch the game on Jet TV. To read more on these stories, head to NWI.com. I'm Sonny Santana, and this was your 219 News Now.
One 1-0 Trine here at the second period in our Division III men's hockey game. P&W will look for the tying goal in the third. We had an opportunity to talk with the Division I's side of the program. They play tonight against Grand Valley State at 7 o'clock. You don't want to miss that. We talked with head coach Carl Trojan and also Cooper Olson and Craig Herman ahead of tonight's game against Grand Valley State.
Well, obviously it's exciting to go outside, kind of getting back to that ODR, outdoor rink mentality. And as far as the game, I mean, this weekend is going to be huge for us as far as national rankings and trying to get into the tournament as an at-large bid here. So, I mean, there's a lot of national postseason implications here this week. So, yeah, no, it's going to be a good one.
Craig over the line, looking with some speed. He's coming in. Shot scores! Yes! Buries it!
I mean, these are the two biggest games, I'd say, in PNW hockey program history. Grand Valley is going to be a really good team. They're really good in transition, so I think we're going to really try to limit that. And I think if we really try to limit them in transition, then it plays into our favor a little bit. With the firepower that we have on offense and as well as our defensive core, we should be able to really wear them down in the defensive zone and pop a couple, and we'll see what goes from there.
One-on-one with Olsen. Backhand save! Olsen to the task.
We already saw him earlier this season, so it should be another really good game. We kind of know what's coming. They're a pretty fast team, really good offense. As far as us, I think we can take advantage of their defense a little bit. They're a little bit lower on the back end, so as long as we can start moving more towards the O zone, that would be probably the best way to break them down.
Shot on, kept it low, save, just over. Oh, and a goal. Lakers come right back. Shot on, kept it low, straight to crease, shot, score. Another rebound goal.
They've got a very good forward group, very skilled forward group. Somebody did a really good job recruiting that hockey team. I kind of like the matchup outside because it kind of takes away some of the things they like to do skill-wise and forces us to play maybe a little bit more, as we call it, meat and potatoes hockey. A little bit more chip and pucks out, chip and puck speed, winning battles. So I don't know. I think moving this game outside kind of, not levels the playing field, because I think we're two pretty comparable hockey teams as it is. But I think it definitely slants the game a little bit in our favor, just because it's the way we prefer to play hockey.
Yeah, this is their leading guy. No! Standing on his head! Unbelievable! Cooper Olson!
As far as, things that you got to worry about, you got a little wind. The ice can be a little bit more chippy. You got the elements to deal with.
And playing outside does really bring back a lot of core memories for me. I mean, some of the best memories with my buddies growing up happened out on the rink and on the pond, and I've even been fortunate enough to play an actual couple like real games on outdoor ice back home. And so, I mean, playing on the outdoor brings back a lot of memories, and I couldn't be more excited to do it.
Power comes in many different forms. We depend on it everywhere we go. It's in our homes, our offices, our stores, our factories and plants. We are the experts who harness it and deliver it to you. We are the Powering America team of Northwest Indiana, the best trained, most skilled, and safest electricians in the world. The very definition of value in every job we do. For your next project, go to certifiedelectrician.com.
But it's time. Listen, you gotta catch up. Yeah. I'll catch up with you. I'll be right back. I'll see you in a minute.
Anything else? Yeah.
Well, what's up, boy? Hey, Ryan. Not tonight, man. Not tonight. Oh, yeah. You guys are right. Hey, come on. Let's go. Come in.
Crazy Kaplan's Fireworks.
Hi, I'm Greg Kaplan. Most of you know me as Crazy Kaplan. I started in the basement of my house with the vision of someday running my own fireworks business. Crazy Kaplan's Fireworks prides itself on taking care of you, the customer. Our largest fireworks store is located at Exit 5, Klein and 8094 in Hammond. These showrooms right now are jam-packed. Because we import and buy volume, we can offer fireworks at huge savings and pass it on to the customer. Our selection will blow you away. As the saying goes, stack them deep, sell them cheap. Just like Papa Sam used to say, make the customer happy. The best selection of rockets, mortar shells, aerials, firecrackers, fountains, and family assortments. Come see us at Crazy Kaplan's Fireworks. We promise to make you our next #1 customer.
Crazy Kaplan's Fireworks.
It's easy to feel a sense of gratitude here in Indiana because there is a whole lot to be grateful for. Family and friends and enough calmness around you to really appreciate the simple things. I really just try to show gratitude by doing my part, working hard, being friendly and kind. I feel really lucky to live here.
The values that built Indiana are here in Strachan Van Til. We're Indiana's grocery store, and we're proud to be Indiana made.
getting set for the start of the third period here at Bulldog Park in our outdoor series. The game tonight will feature Grand Valley State and PNW. Right now, we've still got unfinished business between Trine and PNW on the Division III side. And it's been a low-scoring affair between these two. Only goal of the game came from Benjamin Baumgartner, and he scored with 3.5 to play. In the first period, we had a scoreless second. Trine spent a ton of their second period on the power play, unable to add any insurance. So PNW still in an opportunity where if they score, as is the most obvious thing ever said, they would tie the game. So you just need one goal right now. That's your thought process if you're PNW. You're not trailing by 2 or 3, trying to come back here in a big way. You're in a spot that you get one past Takeshi Alvarez, and you'll be right back in it. Trine, though, looking to increase their lead to a couple of goals here. Trying to see if they can do that. Puck is played in deep by Nieheisel. Comes to the point. Thompson's shot goes wide of the mark. Comes around the sideboards. Now behind the net. Ofterheide is in the corner. Saw him give a peek there before he played it. Gives it to Kyler Bays. Bays comes up the sideboards and leaves it at the point. This is a one-timer put on by Margot. Never quite got through. Ofterheide's turnaround shot goes wide, sitting in the crease. And then taken out of there by PNW. They will send it down. Not deep enough for icing, though. It is tracked down here by Noah Thompson. Thompson swings it off here. Past Margot to Bays. And then it is pushed up the boards by Noah Nieheisel on this top line for the Trine Thunder. Pride send it in. Alvarez steers it to the corner. Thompson still out there. A long shift to start this third period for the freshman from Springfield, Ohio. Foot race as it goes to the corner. That's Palmer, as he was working behind Austin Nigro. Puck bounced off the stick of a Pride player. Still can't get it out. Now they will send it down. Alvarez thought about coming to play that. This will be an icing call, though, as Baumgartner, the goal scorer for today, touches up for icing. Mike Baksheva, Tony Curtis have it tonight for you at 7 o'clock. Also for folks who might be local viewers, we'll have Gary Westside and Munster basketball for you at the same time tonight as well.
All this content.
All this content, you can't beat it. Appreciate our crew here today, Nick Hedrick especially. Andrew Johnson right up here near us. These guys standing out in the cold. But for one of the few times, normally we'd be in a press box, we are joining them. I asked Nick, who was with us for that Andrean semi-state football game, which somehow in November was colder than February. I said, how you doing up there on the scissor lift as he's bringing you the shot you see on your screen right now? And I said, is it as bad as Andrean? He said, no way. No way. That was a cold night. That's one you don't forget. Fight for a loose puck came to the crease of DiDonato. He has not been challenged yet in this third period, which is a good thing if you're PNW. But the bad news is the puck continues to be in that portion of the ice. Comes around to the sideboards for Aaron Roast. Never got to the middle. PNW finally able to settle it down and at least gain center ice opportunity here. They wanted to throw it in on Alvarez. Never got there. And then Granichny is taken off the puck. Three players come together. Palmer comes away with it. He's 1 against 4. Palmer trying to stick handle around a defender, goes down behind the net. And it's taken away. PNW with it, still looking for the tying goal. Who can step up and net a tying opportunity as that one came to the middle. Now comes out to the point. And deflected to the corner. Granichny able to keep it in. Einingberg with it, puts on the brakes in the corner. He is checked off the puck nicely there by Grant Dedamore. Up the right side, here comes Nieheisel. Nieheisel goes to the bright, sun-setting, lit-up corner, to the slots. Dedamore's shot goes wide behind the net. Still in here for Trine. Looking to add to their one-goal advantage. A couple players went off for a change. Pride trying to get it out. They got it across the blue line, but nothing more. Here comes Thompson. Thompson. That one might have glanced off the crossbar. Alvarez comes up to get it. Dangerous play for him. Bounce to the middle. Unfortunate for Alvarez, who was just getting back to his net. There weren't any players in gold sweaters. Working in the middle is Banstra. He was checked off the puck. It's kept in by Zafiro. And thrown around the boards. Thompson, the only guy back, though. He hammers it off the sideboards. Ofterhide holds on to the puck. Went to dance to the corner. Had it taken away on a good stick check. And the Pride now counter back. Banstra trying to work again. That's 2 times in a row. He tried to work around a couple of guys in blue sweaters. And they've taken him away. Bays was tripped up. No penalty coming. He's able to kick it away. It's kept in 1-on-1. I thought we had an offsides, and we do. I didn't think PNW had ever touched up when the whistle sounds late. That'll take the faceoff outside to the neutral zone. PNW still looking for a goal here. You see Bays go down on that play. Thought we might see a penalty. The officials didn't agree. 4 minutes gone by in this third period of play. Alvarez hasn't really been challenged yet. He's done a lot of that. Working out of his crease and trying to play pucks to his teammates. Mitchell Dickman with it on the right wing. He hammers one in on DiDonato, who makes the save. This one is sent ahead at Margot. As you saw him bring his shin pads together, able to settle that puck down, but Pride throwing a home run pass. This is an onside play. Caserta with it. Threw it to the middle. Banstra looking for an angle. Never got it in the pass to the point. He had Petruka and also Jacob Lee out there, but neither could corral it. Banstra right on the tape that time of a teammate, Carrick. They couldn't quite stick a fork in it. Here comes Aaron Roast on the left wing. Roast looking for a shot. Kicked to the corner by DiDonato. Puck comes behind the net. Back out to Roast. Roast looking for a deflection. Never got through. As they spin and clear, this will not go far enough for icing. As Baumgartner comes to get it. Long pass to center ice. Bays in the middle. He couldn't quite handle it. Taken off the puck is Grunichny. Here's Palmer. Palmer sends it in deep. DiDonato plays it behind the net. All the way up the boards to the point. This shot is jammed to the corner. Palmer turns, and this shot looked for a moment like a couple of guys were starting to celebrate. That was deflected away and comes back out to center ice for Grant Dietemore. Dietemore passed behind him. He turns and backhands it in. Trine was in the middle of a change, but still got a couple of guys down there to have a play on it. As Mazatix was first. Mitchell Dickman in the corner. He comes behind the net. This is Nieheisel. All the way back around to the top for Dietemore. No shooting angles for Trine, but they have possessed the puck a vast majority of this third period. PNW just trying to get some opportunities here. A.J. Einters up for Mazatix. Came back to Einters. He works it into the corner. Comes back behind the net. To the middle. Mazatix couldn't quite find it. And PNW carries away. Puck goes to the corner. Anthony on it. The defenseman working in deep. They threw it off the side of the net. Bounced all the way out of the zone. PNW offside, so they will have to touch up. As Alvarez handles behind the net, he gives for Thompson. Thompson works around a couple of forecheckers. Took it to center ice, now dropped it off, and it's chipped in deep by Kyler Bays. Thompson on the side, it went off his stick and came all the way back to Jason Margot. Margot throws the saucer pass ahead. This is Leaf Ofterhide. He couldn't quite handle the puck. Only man back here is Aaron Roast. Comes to the side, save Alvarez, and a beautiful job to hold on it. Onto it with Luke Einingberg, waiting right on the doorstep for a rebound.
First good chance of the period, I'd say, for the Pride. They're definitely going to want to build off that, seeing that it's already 7.5 minutes in. But yeah, win the faceoff here as they've done so well today, and hopefully set up the next play.
It's a good shot from Michael Dede there, as a lot of times those high shots do produce rebounds. But a good job by Alvarez to completely grab it. Caserta holding, dragging. One of his teammates is laying down, and now they will stop the play. As we'll have a face-off here coming in a little bit, but right now the concern is Banstra, I believe. No, excuse me, that is actually Grunichny, who is down. It looks like that is Banstra, sorry. His right knee or leg is a problem. Can't put a ton of weight on it as he's skating off the ice. Stretching that out. We'll see if we see number 12 again here today as he is shaken up. Officials are going to move this draw outside of the zone because of the injury, and you'll see him come to the dot here just outside the blue line with 12 minutes and change left in the third period. That's the amount of time the Pride have to score the tying goal. Force a potential overtime, or maybe they can score a couple and win in regulation. Trying looking for some insurance here. This is Saucer to the corner. Back to get it is Bumgarner. Again, he's the goal scorer today. He's got the only tally of this game. Pride holding on. Caserta kept it in. Here's a shot. Waffle boarded high. Bounces in the air. Lee was able to grab it. And then Sosinski able to carry out. And he will go off for a change as he throws it in deep.
It's a really good grab by Lee. Jumping up. A lot of people going for it. His height played a factor there as well, of course.
That pass just out of the reach of Caserta could have had a great chance. Nice job by Petruka to step up. Right on the forecheck here, doing a good job earning some extra opportunities. One of the defensemen without a stick right now, that is Grant Dedemore. See if PNW can take advantage of that, but Dedemore able to get on his stick before that puck got away from the sideboards. Delayed penalty coming. Actually not delayed. As soon as that puck was touched by Zafiro, as Petruka and Mazatix come together, I think they're going to send 91 off. Might send them both.
Yeah, I think it's both.
So your leading scorer, if you're Purdue Northwest, is headed to the penalty box for the next couple minutes. And we'll have 4-on-4 hockey, which may benefit PNW here, but we shall see.
They've been good with 4 players on the ice. It's just it's been 4-on-5 in the past. Let's see how they do with 4-on-4.
Couple of roughing penalties, as we said. Brendan Mazatix, the freshman from Milford, Michigan, is off in the He's off in the penalty box, excuse me. As is Petruka. Kevin Petruka, as we said, by far the leading goal scorer. He's got 17 goals, 11 assists from Monticello. Try and wins the draw on a foot race here. Ofterheit often going to win it. He does. Holds on here. Throws it across, just out of the reach of Nieheisel. Pride carry away with it. This is Bansters right back in there. Good to see him. Looked like he wasn't able to put much pressure on his right leg, but then was right back in there. Here comes Nieheisel. Goes left, fires, save, rebound, and a second save made by DiDonato. Trying on the attack so far. Been good for them on the 4-on-4. Pride trying to return the favor. A great job. That time to work away from a couple of hits by A.J. Einters. Behind the net. Long pass ahead. This hits. Opportunity here, 1-on-1. Working in. And firing wide of the net that time was Nick Anthony. Had a defenseman pop off the bench just in time. And PNW's best chance of the period doesn't result in a shot on goal. Anthony's got it again. Throws on the brakes. Now rolls it around in deep. Both teams again playing with 4 skaters. Puck in the corner was chipped up high by Aiden Bokel as he jams A.J. Einters in the corner. Here's a chance ahead. This is Kyler Bays. Bays works in, and he fires wide of the net. Popped out just past the blue line as Jason Margot gives it to Thompson. Thompson working to the right. It is sticked away by DiDonato, who's had a great game today. And he's kept PNW in, and now can they score the tying goal? Taken away by Leaf Ofterhide. Ofterhide works in. Trying to work to the middle, threw a pass to the corner. Never quite got there, but it came out to Palmer. Palmer firing as DiDonato got another one to the corner. Couple of players collide there. Puck bounced out high. It was hoisted all the way down.
Back to
no icing.
Back to 5-on-5 now.
Thompson working away from Brendan Carrick. Pass goes to Palmer. He'll have to track it down here. Trying to throw it off the boards to Mazatix. Thompson will send it all the way around. Carrick couldn't handle the breakout pass. Kept in. Ofterhide doing a great job on the forecheck, and that's another big hit delivered. We've seen a number of those today on Allarding. That's about the third time he's been spilled out.
That's probably the nicest one he's received so far.
That was the furthest one he was away from the boards for his sake. Didn't get jammed up tight there. Baumgartner's pass didn't connect with Ofterhide, who was about ready for a change anyways, as he will head off. 8 minutes left in a fast-moving third period. Time definitely on the side of the visitors right now. They play on the sideboards. Goes to the corner. Roast was on it first. This is Mitchell Dickman. Plays it out to Kyler Bays. He carries it across the blue line. Palmer's with him. Bays holding on, spins back to the boards. Trying to kick to the stick. It is chipped ahead. Foot race to the puck, and a good hit is delivered right there. Riding off Granichny was the player who just ran it around the boards, Noah Nieheisel. This one going all the way down. The officials say yes. Icing on the clearing attempt by Nieheisel.
That hit coming up the left wing could have prevented a scoring chance right there. Right, we're definitely looking to cut over to the middle and taking right off the puck.
And Granichny, who's got 4 goals this year, was hunting his 5th as he worked up the side. See if he would have been able to slip around Nieheisel, he would have had a chance to walk in from the faceoff dot. Nieheisel able to win the draw. Didn't get out, though. Might have a chance here. Wrist shot. Traffic in front. Rebound. Big save is delivered by Alvarez as he slides from his right to his left. And the backhand opportunity, Zafiro thought he had the tying goal.
Let's take another look at that one. Right off the face-off here. Oh. Wide open net, but he got over in time to shut the door just in time.
By far the best opportunity for PNW, and off the draw. A turnaround shot going to the blocker side. Never quite drew the net. Zafiro's had some good chances. That was him as well. He fights for the puck here in deep. Big hit by Didi. No penalty coming. No, there is one, excuse me. Another delayed penalty here against PNW. As you see Alvarez head to the bench for the extra skater. Leaf Ofterhide taking off the puck. Still hasn't been touched up. This is Mazatix. Works it to the point. Shot never got through, and finally PNW able to touch it up. And the delayed call, they're going to send Didi to the penalty box as he delivered this hit right here. He will get a cross-checking call, I'm sure.
Definitely not what Tony Stump wants to see his team doing right now. That's time is ticking, as you said. It's in favor of the Thunder right now, and you need every minute you can get to tie this game up, and they've just lost 2 of them, or less if it's 2-0.
Yeah, you hope it's 2 because you wanted to keep it at 1-0. So you're trying to kill a penalty unless you can get a nice bounce here and have a chance at an on-man break. Otherwise, or excuse me, a shorthanded break, I should say. Otherwise, you're trying to kill it and hope for about 5 minutes left. Good save by DiDonato through some traffic. Rebound control good as well as he's able to knock it to the corner. Trying working this power play unit here. High risk shot goes over top of the net. Able to keep it in at the point. This is Margot. Wanted to throw a pass over for a one-timer. It was just out of the reach. And so they reorganized. On the side, that's the goal scorer, Baumgartner. Goes wide on the glove side. Margot now steps in, fires. That was blocked. And PNW able to clear the zone. Margot first to it. Up to Bumgarner, but it hit off the heel of his stick. And P&W again will be able to send it deep as Margot able to catch and put it down to the ice. Gets it back here as his power play teammates go for a change. This is Kyler Bays. Bays, the left-hand skater, waits here. Waits for all 5 of his teammates. Throws it across. Right on the stick of Aaron Roast. And out here is P&W able to get control and send it deep. Pride trying to kill this penalty. Got about 45 more seconds of power play time as Thompson carries. Thompson gains center ice and throws it in. Banstra to the corner. He's joined there by Mazatix. Palmer also in the area. Jammed in on DiDonato, who made the save. And P&W able to clear. Alvarez up to get it in the corner. About 20 seconds left of power play time. Time for one more rush here for Thompson and company. Thompson gains the blue line himself this time. Goes to the left corner boards. Roast is on top. Thompson will fire. DiDonato to the corner. Just in time, almost, at least, as Didi about walked right out into a potential breakaway. This will be an icing call, as the officials say the penalty had expired. And the penalty had expired before Didi had come out of the penalty box. So it's an icing call, as 5-on-5 was deemed to be the case. Four minutes and 45 seconds left. P&W only had one power play in this game. That came in the first period. Since then, Trine has gotten all the opportunities with the extra attacker. They have not scored on it. They did score a 5-on-5 goal. Puck bouncing around, and DiDonato, you could see him sliding to his right initially, able to bounce back left and cover up. We'll do the face-off again. Right off this draw. On the face-off win by Noah Nieheisel. Shot right there from Dietemore, and then thankfully it was slowed down. If that would have been a hard deflection, would have been a great chance to get past the goalie, DiDonato. A good job by Dietemore there to ward off 2 guys. Bays leaves it. One-timer off the heel of the stick of Sisinski. He would have had a pretty good look at a wide-open cage if he would have handled that pass. Puck fluttering in on Alvarez, who will have to take a freeze, with Jacob Lee providing the challenge. 4:17 left.
We've got Mike Puksheva in the house now, prepping for his big game.
Does he want the headset? The Final Four?
I just offered it, but he said no. He says we're doing good. He's been tuned in on Jet TV, as everybody watching right now, I'm sure, is.
Face-off's won by Trine to the corner. Trine trying to keep it in. They cannot. Mitchell Dickman had a stick on it. Puck to the corner. A.J. Einters comes to get it. Throws on the brakes. Creates some space here around the forecheck of P&W. Trine really turning it up. They get a steal. Point-blank shot. Good save on the chance from Granichny. Puck goes to the corner. It's taken away by Dietemore. Kept in by Allarding, and now sent down, and the officials will say yes. This is an icing call with 3:40 to play. And they'll bring the face-off right back down. And the question will be on the sunny side or the shady side of this end.
Sometimes I think they make it up as they go. There's been a few times where they've shifted over from one to the other, so they might fake us out here.
And it may be literally because of the glare at times, if that is the case. Don't know what the officials have decided. It usually is dependent on what side of the rink that icing came from. It's to the right of Alvarez here. He's made the biggest save of the game a few moments ago on Zafiro. Made the initial save, made the second on the backhand. It took a weird bounce, came right back to the middle, but Mitchell Dickman able to get it out. Now he's on the forecheck. Spending valuable time here is P&W, just trying to gain control. Pass is pushed ahead, diving attempt, got it to a teammate. And offsides, though, is the call. As Lee was tripped up a bit and he was laying offsides as Caserta carried in. That draws the whistle with 3:13. Time has become the enemy. We've played basically 2 periods of play. Since the only goal of this game, Benjamin Bumgarner, and in fact it's pretty much been 40 minutes of game time, almost exactly, since the senior defenseman from Knoxville, Tennessee, tallied the goal around DiDonato. Face-off won by PNW. Granichny able to ward off a defender. Came right to him. He fires, and it's sticked away. To the corner. Thompson is on it. Here comes the captain, Margot. Margot in the corner fighting for the puck. Petruka able to win it. Wanted to go back to him. Missed him. Granichny as well. In the corner, this is Carrick. Carrick to the point. Finds Petruka. It's on the backhand. He'll touch it ahead. Dangerous pass is handled. Chance to fire. Blocked, though, by a teammate instead, Granichny. Pride looking for the tying goal. Shot on is steered aside by Alvarez. Rang around and kept it at the point. They throw it across. Holding on. Shooting! They score! Banstra's tied it on a wrister from inside.
What a well-executed power play. They were just passing circles around them for the past minute. One was bound to go in, and there it is. Here's the People's Bank replay. Just buries it.
Good patience from Banstra. You saw a sliding defender go right past the right-hand shooter, and Banstra.
Here's another angle.
Big goal here to tie it.
The patience there to let him go down and then sidestep and have a clear shooting lane. Great work.
That was Noah Thompson, who's had such a great game. He thought Banstra was going to shoot the one-timer, and instead, the Lake Central product, the patience, he's tied the game. 2 minutes left now. Can anybody win this in regulation is the question. This will be an icing call here.
We don't mind being out in the cold longer, right, Sam?
Sure.
Why not?
I feel like we need a Brent Musburger moment here. The sun is setting as you are looking live. Something like that. Question is, will the sun still be up when this game comes to an end? It's going to be close. It'll be close.
Definitely.
Especially if we go to overtime, it will be close. We may get to a. You have to tell me all the rules of overtime. What do we get?
5 minutes.
5 minute overtime, then
sudden
a shootout, death. Right? Oh, then it becomes sudden.
No, 5 minutes of sudden death.
And then do we go to a shootout, right?
If we need to.
Puck is loose in the crease. DiDonato started looking back. It's behind his net now. Less than 2 minutes to play. Big goal from Banstra's tied it up. They score! Loose puck in front. And thoughts of overtime, at least delayed. Point blank range. The Thunder have taken the lead. And that is tough after Banstra just tied it up. It's a goal from a guy who's been all over the place. Leaf Ofterhide.
That's a heartbreaker right there. Tying it up, you know, they're feeling good, and now they have, how much time is that? 1:39, I think, on the clock to tie it up again.
You could see on the replay, DiDonato wasn't sure what side of the net. He was basically trying to cover both, and because of that, that sharp angle shot was open. Alvarez holding on here.
DiDonato to the bench right now for the extra attacker, but we'll see if they keep it that way for the face-off.
Einingberg went down hard as he was tripped up heading to the net, trying to make sure Alvarez was going to freeze the puck. And as you said, DiDonato comes back out here. I imagine he'll stand about 15 to 20 feet outside of his crease, and if PNW wins this draw cleanly and possesses the puck, he will head off. Might be a time here for Tony Stumpf to use his timeout as well. Einingberg seems okay. And PNW has taken their timeout. So Banstra tied it, but it was short-lived. Leaf Ofterhide, excuse me.
Sonny, can we get in the production booth, can we get a replay of the tying goal and then the go-ahead goal?
I think Trine just got... It's a power play coming up. They called a penalty on somebody. I didn't see a signal at all for that.
How about that?
So it was obviously after the puck was frozen by Alvarez.
That definitely helps the Pride out here as they look to tie it up again. Could be a wild finish. Yeah, again, just great patience there, opening up that shooting lane. And then coming up here, we'll get another look at the go-ahead goal to try and score just shortly after.
Senior Bumgardner had the first one. The freshman Ofterhide out of Danville, Indiana, has the one you just saw. And right now it's the deciding goal. Tony Stumpf using his timeout. Power play opportunity, so 6 on 4. This is Captain at the blue line. 2-man advantage here for PNW. Firing just through the crease. And nobody home on that side as everybody had shifted over to the left. PNW has to touch up. Now they carry in. This is Banstra. He's got the pride goal. Good anticipation. Looking for the empty net. Remember, Trine can do this because they're also on the penalty kill, so no risk of icing, of course. And then a miscommunication on the sideboards. Watch out here, as there's a defender back to prevent the empty net. 1 minute left for PNW to try to tie this up. Couldn't connect on that. Margot searching empty net. He scores.
Posting in. Can you imagine that bounced and not gone in?
Jason Margot from a distance. And he sealed up a victory here. It's a shorthanded goal for the captain. With 51 seconds left, even on the power play, it would take craziness here for PNW. And that, to be honest with you, a 2-goal lead this late. Trine probably not that mad to be on the penalty kill. They can just fire pucks deep at will. Good play. That was Alvarez who really cleared the zone himself. Took a nifty bounce for him off those sideboards and ended up traveling all the way down here in the final 30 seconds. PNW here trying to get one more rush up. Granichny. Here comes Dede with the puck, or Allerding, excuse me. Allerding is ridden off the puck by Aaron Roast. He carries in. Stick handles to the right, trying to tuck it in on DiDonato as they mix up at the net, and he knocked it off the moorings with about 5 seconds left. So that'll do it. Outside of this face-off coming here. PNW battling in this third period. They tied it. Looked like we might be headed for overtime. Instead, it's a big goal late by Leif Ofterhide, and the finisher you just saw there, the empty netter for Jason Margot, the captain from Fort Wayne, senior defenseman. As we said, don't forget, if you watch this one, you can obviously watch the one coming up at 7, so please do so. As we will have Grand Valley State and PNW. Final here in this one, Division III side. Trine 3, PNW 1. Ben Tamara, good job by you. Good job by our whole crew here today.
Shout out to Nick.
Battling in the elements.
Come warm up now.
Andrew Johnson as well to our left. For our producer, Sonny Santana, Ben Tamara, I'm Sam Michael. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast in spite of the outcome. Trine wins it here, 3-1 in our Division III game. Division I coming up at 7 o'clock. Please stay tuned.